It's Throwback Thursday, March 26, 1990-ish. Let's kick things off with a warm-up. We're going to do 5 sets of the following. We're going to start with 5 windmills on each arm. You guys can use a kettlebell, dumbbell, or odd object for this. So, we'll start with my kettlebell. I get the weight overhead. I keep my arm locked out nice and straight. My legs are wide. I'm going to think about pushing my butt back in this movement. Right? So I'm pushing it back as I guide myself down with this arm, and I'm looking up towards the weight. All right, that's my kettlebell. With the dumbbell, very similar. Looking up towards the weight, pushing my butt back. Or I can use a backpack or a tote bag filled with some sort of weight. I have books in here. And you're going to do 5 of those on each arm. Following that, you'll move on to the floor. We're on our stomach here. All right, and we're going to do some Supermans, okay? We're going to start with the lower Superman, so I have my feet together. I'm thinking about squeezing my butt, bringing my legs up. After I do 5 of those, I'm going to do 5 of the upper variation. So I'm here, and I bring my upper body up. After doing 5 there, I'm going to do a 10-second Superman hold. So I'm bringing the upper and lower up, and I'm holding for 10 seconds. Following that, we're going to go into a 10 to 15-second handstand hold. So if you feel comfortable, you can either kick up into a handstand against your wall, you can do a wall walk into that position, or we can do our pike variation on a chair or a bed or a couch. My feet are elevated. I walk my hands back till my hips over my head. If I don't feel comfortable with the elevated feet, I can just simply keep my feet on the floor and do like a downward dog for 10 to 15 seconds. All right, and you're gonna run through those movements 5 times. Okay, let's get strong. So the first movement today in our strength segment is a Turkish get-up. We're going to do 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps on each side. I'm going to do my right side with the dumbbell. I'm going to do that step by step, nice and slow. And then I'll flow through my left side with our odd object today, which is the tote bag. Okay, so from here, the movement starts on my back with the weight in my arm locked out overhead. The same side leg of the arm holding the weight is up. So right hand, right knee up. My other hand is at a 45-degree angle. The first part of this movement is the sit-up. So I sit up towards this hand. All right, so now the only thing on the floor is my foot, my butt, and my hand. I'm going to use my foot and my hand to lift my butt off the floor and create clearance, and then shoot this knee behind into my lunge position. From here, my hand comes up, and then I stand up from the lunge. And then to complete the movement, I have to go back down in the reverse order. So knee down, hand down, foot through, and then I lie back on the floor. Now to show you a little bit more flow with my odd object, I'm using a tote bag filled with some books. It's in my left hand, so my left knee is up. I start with my sit-up. From here, I lift my butt up, shoot my knee back, hand comes off the floor, and then I stand up. Then I go back down, knee down, hand down, foot through, and then I lie back down to complete the movement. So once again, 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps each side. The amount of reps you're doing is really dependent upon the amount of weight you have available. Following the Turkish get-up, we're moving on to 5 sets of 5 single leg deadlift, 5 single arm press. Once again today, we're using tempo. Tempo is a great way to make a movement more challenging. We're limited by the load we're able to use. It's also a great way to focus on your mechanics. All right, so we're going to start with our single leg deadlift. You guys can use dumbbell, kettlebell, odd object, just like anything we've done previously. So I'm going to start with a single leg deadlift. The tempo, the ideal tempo we're using for both these movements is a 3-second descent. However, if the weight we're using is relatively light, we can slow that down a bit. All right? Today for the single leg deadlift, let's go ahead and try the contralateral version, meaning that we're going to hold the weight in the arm opposite the leg we're using. All right? So for me, I have my weight in my right hand. I'm going to be doing my deadlift with my left leg. All right? So I'm essentially replacing my right foot with the weight. Okay? So I keep my back tight, chest up, head neutral. I'm going to hinge at my hip here, right? This leg is going to come back behind me. And nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3. By no means do I need to go all the way to the floor, right? I'm not collapsing here. All right? I'm staying nice and active and then coming back up. So 1, 2, 3. And up. Nice and controlled. If you do not have a kettlebell or dumbbell available, remember you can do the same thing with a backpack or tote bag loaded with water bottles or books, soup cans, whatever you have available. All right? So I'll show you again. I'll show you on this side. So holding in my hand, chest up, hinging at my hip. 1, 2, 3, and then up. All right, if need be, I can kind of choke up on the straps so I don't hit the floor. 1, 2, 3, and then we're up. Following 5 and 5 on each side there, we're moving on to 5 and 5 single arm strict press with the same type tempo. Okay? So if you guys are using a kettlebell, I'm keeping my thumb towards my chest here. I like to sit on the floor with my legs straight out. I think this makes it a little bit more challenging. All right, so we're pressing up, boom, nice lockout, and then control. 1, 2, 3, and then back up. 1, 2, 3. Show you that odd object on the other side. So I'm here in that rack position. Press up. 1, 2, 3. Nice and controlled down. And press. 2, 3. I'm going to do 5 of those on each side. And then we're going back to the top. 5 rounds through. 5 single leg deadlifts each side. 5 single arm press each side. Using a tempo, a very nice and slow controlled descent. Let's rock out to some conditioning. So today's conditioning workout is super simple. It's 10 rounds of 10 swings, then 10 toe to bar, knee raise, or V-ups. Then you're gonna rest the same amount of time it takes you to do a round. Now, by no means do I want you guys busting out calculators of time to rest. Just make a rough estimation. So if that first round takes you 30 seconds, then just rest 30 seconds every time for all the rounds, regardless if you slow down at all. This is also a great opportunity to involve a friend. So if you're doing your quarantine with another person, then you guys do a little tag team round for round effort, or I can do this virtually by FaceTiming somebody. All right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over each movement, and then I'm gonna run the workout round for round with my partner, right? First movement is a swing. So for my swing, what I'm looking for, nice flat back. My eyes are forward, I'm pushing my butt back, and then exploding forward. So with my kettlebell, I'm here, chest up, butt back, butt in, butt back, butt in. I can go Russian or American. Then, if I have a pull-up bar available, I could do my toe to bar or knee raise. If not, we could do V-ups, which are also very challenging. So for my V-ups, what I'm looking for is starting from a nice hollow body position and then coming up to touch my toes at the top. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you or it's just too challenging, I can come from this position into like a bent knee position. All right, so either option will go. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna do a round, I'm gonna tag my partner in, they're gonna do a round so you guys can see the flow of this workout with another person. In 3, 2, 1, go. I do 10 swings. Then I come down the floor. I do 10 V-ups. then I get my partner. You're in, dude.
10 swings. Into 10 V-ups. Then you tag your partner. You're in, brother.
And that's the flow of the workout. 10 times each person. Let's get after it. All right, let's chill out. Let's mobilize. So, 2 poses, 2 minutes each. We start with our standing forward fold. All right, so I'm here, legs straight. I'm just gonna go down towards my toes. I'm gonna breathe deep into the stretch. I'm not gonna grab my toes and pull myself down. Just every exhale, just try to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. You guys should feel this all the way up the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, into your lower back as well. When I'm done with that, I'm then gonna do my saddle, which is also my personal least favorite pose. All right, I'm gonna sit back on my feet. I'm gonna hang out for 2 minutes. Some of you guys are super awesome. You can lay all in your back. Not this guy. Not awesome at all there. Just chilling. 2 minutes. When you're done with that, you're done for the day. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this Throwback Thursday. Don't forget, if you post these to the Instagrams, at Forged by Zeus, at CrossFit Queens, hashtag Throwback Thursday, hashtag Lean Mean Quarantine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.